Welcome to JT Caribbean Balanced Kitchen. This evening I'm making my favorite Jamaican jerk chicken. So I'm going to pair my Jamaican jerk chicken with red cabbage, carrots, bell pepper, salad. It will be a very colorful and delicious salad. Instead, I will be having celeriac roots, which is one of vegetable that's very light, full of fiber. For those of you that are monitoring your glucose, celeriac roots, it's your best option if you do not want to eat sweet potato or plantain. So my chicken already cleaned up, as you can see, with vinegar and salt. Wash it 2 times and then with lemon. Check seasoning, hot spice. I will start with this. I will put just 1 little bit of teaspoon, as you can see right here. Ginger garlic paste, a little bit bouillon, chicken bouillon for taste. I like that in my food. I kind of like improvise it a little bit. And then I will use, instead of onion, I will put a little bit shallot to give it some nice strong flavor. I will put 2. I like the shallot for when making jerk chicken. It adds up to the flavor. And then a little bit olive oil. I put one teaspoon of jerk chicken seasoning, 1 teaspoon of ginger garlic, and then bouillon and shallot, and then mix them. For the jerk chicken, you can find this anywhere. If you're trying to make it, you can order it. So if you want it spicy, you can order the hot spice one. But if you do not like spicy, they have it in medium and light. The light one, it doesn't really have any pepper, so I will add up a little bit extra. So that means I add up a teaspoon of jerk seasoning because I want it spicy. Look at that. Look at what we have here. And then before I put it in the oven, I will spray it. Use avocado oil spray, just so that it can be crispy on the top. Seal the seasoning, the jerk seasoning. I'm going to put it in 400, a little bit high, but I will cover it up with foil paper. That keep it moist and juicy, because that's how I want it. I don't want it too dry. The oven is already heated up. Put it right there. And then we're going to wait and see with the salad. I'm going to do the celeriac roots. I already cut it, as you can see. So I'm going to boil it a little bit. And then before I put it in the oven, before I roast it, but I'm going to just boil it so that will make it quicker. My water was already boiled. I'm just going to put it there 3, 4, 5 minutes. I'm going to make the salad. Let's get started. Let's make the salad. Now the jerk chicken is in the oven. Let's do the salad. For the salad, guy, so we're going to do this first. So I want them this side. Just watch the magic. Ooh, I love that. You see, big portion. Cooking is my passion. I love cooking, guys. I really do. When I'm making the meal, it's always make me happy. Yes, I fell in love with cooking a long time ago when I was living in Jamaica. That's when I started cooking. So look at, beautiful. That's the size I want, so that to make the salad popping. Now, I'm just going to use half, but probably half of it for the salad. So let's cut it in half. I think I might use only this much. But for this one, I want to do it this way. Very small, not too big. Again, I did already wash everything. The carrot, the cabbage, all it was already washed, clean. You got to nice, healthy meal for evening meal. And quick, and anybody can really make it. It's not really complicated. Once you have your jerk seasoning, Jamaican jerk seasoning, you just add a little bit bouillon to it. And if you don't want it too hot, you don't need to add black pepper to it again. You just put a little bit onion, whatever you want, and a little bit olive oil, season it, marinate it nicely, and then you put it in the oven. Let it do its magic. But I do, I add a little bit of ginger garlic to give it to bring the flavor a little bit more. If you want, you can do that as well. You can do that. But if you don't want to, you can just add a little bit of bouillon. I think when you add the bouillon, if you just do it and then do not add no more salt, next season you already have plenty salt. So you don't need to add any more salt to it. Otherwise, the chicken will be salty. You don't want that. Cooking can be fun, but you have to love it. And it's easy. Try Jamaican jerk chicken. I will recommend it. It's very tasty. So this is what we got here. Thanks for watching, guys. Continue watching. Everything was already washed and cleaned. I will put a little bit white onion for the color to give a little bit flavor, but not much. I will cut them slightly smaller piece. Don't want them too big. And then little bit of yellow bell pepper to add up color. Wow, that's what JT Caribbean Balanced Kitchen is about. It's about eating healthy, flavorful, and colorful. To be honest, you guys, I used to eat healthy, but I get into it more after I find out that my cholesterol was extremely high. That's when I get to manage everything that I eat. I had to, because otherwise I didn't want to go on medication, so I had to change the way that I used to eat, because I used to work out a lot. I thought just my working out, that was just enough. And then I find out that that wasn't true. Working out alone, not enough. If you eat a lot of rice, carbohydrate food, although I never like junk food, I would say I always eat healthy, but it wasn't enough, obviously. So I have to change. And it took me 5 years to adjust my diet, to find a balance, what's really worked for my body. It took me that long because I was trying to figure out every 3 months when I check my cholesterol and my A1C, a different result will come. Sometimes it will be good, sometimes it will be bad. It was hard until I started researching to see what food I can eat, I can incorporate to my diet to help my number remain stable. But each time when I do my test, I'm wondering, okay, I know that I work out, I do exercise, and yet nothing never happened. So now, guys, I finished cut everything. Look at how beautiful and colorful this is. You see? Now it's time to make the vinaigrette. First, I'm going to use 1 orange. That's what you're going to need. 1 orange. You can use a little bit more, depend on juicy. But this one, for I think 1 orange will be just fine. It's very hard when you're trying to manage your glucose, because thing is about managing your glucose. Every human being body function different way. So you never know what might work for me. Simple stuff that I think that might be okay. If I eat it, it will be just fine, and then you realize that's not true. So you have to kind of get to understand your own body, what your body, that might even require document. Here's the juice. Now I'm going to cut we'll put 1 full one because I want to get that citrus flavor to it. I use 1 orange, 1 lime for the vinaigrette, and then I will add a little bit of salt. Not too much. For the cabbage, I use sea salt. And then next, it's black pepper, a little bit. For the olive oil, you could do it like that without the olive oil. But I like to add a little bit olive oil to it because I love olive oil. So I will just add a little bit olive oil to kind of balance the citrus. But the olive oil always make your vinaigrette better, especially when you're using orange and lime. So now All I've got to do is pour it. Wow, look at that. Look at how beautiful this salad is. This salad is going to pair very well with the jerk chicken and the roasted. Let me taste. Wow, look at beautiful, colorful, and delicious. Guy, you got to taste it. You got to try it. This salad is delicious. If you never had a red cabbage, carrots, bell pepper, with a delicious vinaigrette, orange, lime, olive oil, black pepper, and salt, this is a must. It's beautiful. Let's wait for the chicken. Now, let's check the celeriac. Now, let's check out all the celeriac roots come out. You see? Beautiful. All I've got to do now is remove it. Trust me, celeriac tastes better than sweet potato. At least for me. Light, full of fiber, and very healthy. What not to love? Beautiful. They come out nicely. Nice color. Tasty. Now, let's check out the chicken. Let's check out the chicken. The chicken is ready. It's hot. Ooh, look at that. Look. Beautiful color. Oh my God. Now it's time to check the chicken. But look what I did. I used jerk chicken seasoning, and I'm going to wash it on the top of the chicken a little bit. That make it a little bit more spicy and tied up the flavor to it. So first, let me check the chicken and see. Oh, it turned out. Ooh, wow. Look delicious. Now, I'm going to wash a little bit jerk seasoning at the top of it. Look juicy already. My God, look at how juicy it look. But you do not need to do that. Depends how fat or spicy you want it. Just a little bit. I just wash it up. Now, you see, I remove the foil paper. I'm going to leave it for another 5 minutes. And then it should be ready. Let's do the plating. Wow, my favorite part. I will start with celery. Ooh, looks yummy and delicious. The star of the hour. My juicy Jamaican jerk chicken. Look at almost falling from the bone. Can you see? It's beautiful. Oh yeah. Now all I've got to do, put on the salad to make this. Oh my God, this will look delicious. Beautiful color. And then the salad, it's easy to make. This meal, it's easy. Anybody can make it. I think if you haven't had Jamaican jerk chicken, I would definitely recommend to try this recipe. I need those lovely carrots to shine. The shape, look at, see, then a little bit contrast. Here we go. So now, just clean up the plate. You want it's a beautiful plate, contrast and healthy. The thing about this dish is delicious and healthy. Finish it up. We give a little bit right here. Look what we got here, guys. Oh my God, look at the finish. We have a healthy, balanced meal. You got your Jamaican jerk chicken, healthy salad, cabbage, carrots, onion, bell pepper,